Zamfara State police arrest medical doctor, 7 other persons in connection with banditry. Governors call for review of Nigerian security challenges. President Buhari returns to Abuja after a medical checkup in London. On business, food prices push Nigerians' inflation to 18.17%. And on the international scene, Buckingham Palace announces guest list for Philip's funeral. And on sport, Governor Okowa congratulates victorious Team Delta. Hello there, welcome to Standard Voice News Channel. I'm Svtv Ibrahim. Now the news in full. The Zamfara State Police Command has arrested 1 medical doctor and 7 other persons for allegedly aiding and abetting banditry across the state. The State Commissioner for Information, Alhaji Ibrahim Dosara, disclosed this at a press briefing held in Gusau on Thursday, saying that the medical doctor was arrested in Kamarawa village of Isi local government area of Sokoto State. The commissioner said that the doctor was arrested by men of the Operation Roof Eda for allegedly supplying military kit to armed bandits, and after preliminary searching, 10 pairs of military jungle boots, 5 sets of singers, and military hand gloves were discovered from him. Our correspondent Samir Ibrahim reports.
Alhaji Ibrahim Dosara further explained that 2 of the 7 suspected to be security personnel have on interrogation voluntarily confessed to have been involved in sabotaging many military operations in the state. He added that these suspects were, according to their confessions, engaged in sharing military intelligence, supplying arms and ammunition, military uniforms and other facilities to armed bandits across the state.
Following healthy working collaboration among the security agencies and the support by the state government, the Zamfara State Command of the Nigeria Police Force has recently made superlative moves and recorded huge successes in its war against criminals in the state. The police, acting on our human intelligence, made some arrests of some security personnel involved in sabotaging the efforts by the military and other security agencies fighting the insurgents terrorizing our dear state. I wish to inform you that the state government has just received a report from the police headquarters on the arrest of some 7 security agents involved in aiding and abetting banditry activities across the state.
Another suspect was arrested in connection with conspiring with the bandits and supplying them with ammunition.
The suspects, who have already been interrogated and confessed to their respective crimes, have since the commencement of the military operations in the state in recent past been sabotaging the operations by the military by sharing military intelligence, supplying arms and ammunition, military uniforms and other facilities to the armed bandit to prevent our gallant soldiers from conquering the bandits.
Similarly, the commissioner further revealed that another suspect from Sokoto was arrested by detectives for supplying military uniforms and kits to suspected bandits. He added that 9 military bulletproofs, 4 steps of military camouflage uniforms, 5 air of military hand gloves, 2 First Bank ATM cards, 1 Nigerian Army ID card and 1 Samsung Android handset were recovered from his possession. That's the report. Samira Ibrahim reporting for SVTV News.
The Zamfara State Governor, Dr. Bello Muhammad Matsawali, has suspended the district head of Badarawa and Shinkafi Emirates Council, Sarkin Kudum Badarawa, Alhaji Suraju Namakan Ibrahim, for conferring the traditional title of Durumbu on a military officer who was arrested for selling live ammunition to bandits in Shinkafi local government area of the state. The governor said he was sad to receive a report that the affected military officer attached to Shinkafi general area was arrested selling live ammunition to bandits operating in the area and was even busted with a little by the district head. He reiterated that his administration will not tolerate anything capable of destroying the hard-earned peace and reputation of the state and will ensure that anybody found wanting in any way will be dealt with accordingly. He also warned that henceforth all traditional rulers must seek for approval before conferring a traditional title on people who have contributed to development for their respective district or emirates. Today is World Voice Day, which was celebrated every April 16th as marked by the United Nations in 2002. Standard Voice Kano State correspondent Rajat Alami Malumfashi filed in this report.
The World Voice Day is celebrated every year on April 16th around the world. Established as a special day, World Voice Day is observed to create awareness, recognize and celebrate the most important and at the same time often ignored gift of God, the human voice. Many abuse their voices by indulging in smoking, shouting, drinking, or poor speaking techniques. Moreover, people ignore significant preventive treatment even if they encounter any voice-related problem. So, to address these significant issues, this campaign was initiated. The theme for this year's World Voice Days is One World, Many Voices. The World Voice Day that is celebrated worldwide today was first initiated by a group of Brazilian voice care professionals in the year 1999. Brazilian Society of Laryngologists and Voice, under the chairmanship of Dr. Svtv, were the first to observe April 16 as the day to celebrate the voice. Later, it was established as the Brazilian Voice Day. It was also celebrated in countries like Argentina and Portugal. Subsequently, when the American Academy of Otolaryngologists, Head and Neck Surgery started celebrating it in the year 2002, it was officially recognized as World Voice Day. World Voice Day serves as an education campaign to inform people about the importance of the human voice and the need for its preventive care. It is a reminder for people to recognize their voice as the most important blessing and not take it for granted. The day brings forth struggles of people who have lost their voices due to several voice-related illnesses. It also celebrates the effort of millions who have overcome their voice-related challenges in life. On this day, several doctors, researchers, and experts came together and engaged in comprehensive discussion. They talk about the means to increase awareness concerning the need for preventive voice problems, rehabilitating the deviant or sick voice, training and artistic voice, and researching the functions and application of voice. The aim of this day is to encourage people to take care of their voice and know how to seek help and training. From Katsina, Surajut Alami Malumfashi for SVTV News.
The Nigerian Governors Forum has called for a special review of the nation's security challenges for an in-depth understanding of the enormity of the situation. They made the call on Wednesday at a meeting presided by the NGF chairman and Ekiti State Governor Kayode Fayemi at the State House in Abuja. Briefing reporters after the meeting, which lasted till about midnight, Governor Fayemi explained that a special review of the security crisis was necessary to further engage the federal authorities at the political and security levels to find a solution to insecurity in the land. He noted that rising concerns by the forum following incident of attack on correctional and police facilities in Imo State, the killing of soldiers in Benue, the successive acts of violence across the country, among others. Apart from security, Governor Fayemi also briefed reporters on what his colleagues discussed about the nationwide strike by members of the Judicial Staff Union of Nigeria, demanding financial autonomy for the state legislature and judiciary. Kano State Governor has said 400 people have been hospitalized and 10 dead due to consumption of killer-juice drink in the state. The State Commissioner for Health, Dr. Aminu Ibrahim Sanyawa, announced this while cautioning the public to be careful of such water-soluble flavored drink with this peculiar period of hot weather and that of Ramadan fast. Reports said that the National Agency for Food, Drug Administration and Control had announced that the chemical added to the killer-flavored drink that led to the death of 3 persons in Kano State contained hydroxylamine used for terrorism. Dr. Sanyawa said that over 50 people are currently undergoing kidney-related treatment in government hospitals with issues related to the consumption of the drink. He said the Ministry of Health had in the recent past announced the outbreak of a strange disease traceable to the consumption of substandard juices. Health workers at the National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control on Thursday embarked on a 7-day warning strike. The workers are members of the Medical and Health Workers Union. The vice chairman of the union, Idzi Iswa, confirmed the development to newsmen on Thursday afternoon. Mr. Iswa said the union is demanding a payment of promotion arrears for 2018 and 2019 promotion owed its members, among other pending issues. He said more worrisome is that 2020 promoted staff will also join the queue. The request had lingered for too long, hence the strike action. In a statement obtained by this newsman, the union said it is demanding the upward review of job-specific allowances in the line with minimum wage. President Muhammadu Buhari has returned to Abuja after a successful medical checkup in the United Kingdom. Reports said that the presidential aircraft convoying the president and some presidential aides landed at the presidential wing of the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport, Abuja, at about 4:45 p.m. Those at the airport to welcome the president included the Chief of Staff to the President, Prof. Ibrahim Gambari, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Malam Muhammad Bello, and the National Security Advisor to the President, retired Major General Babagana Mungunu. Others were the Service Chiefs, Acting Inspector General of Police Usman Baba, the Director General National Intelligence Agency Ahmad Rufai, the Director General of the Department of State Service Yusuf Bichi, and other presidential aides. It would be recalled that President Muhammadu Buhari had on March 30th departed Abuja for London, United Kingdom, for a routine medical checkup. The federal government has given permission to continue registering new hotlines after a month of sanction. The Minister of Communications, Dr. Isa Ibrahim Ali Fantami, made this known through his special assistant, Dr. Femi Adeluye, on Thursday on Twitter. The minister said the registration will continue, but on the condition that the person had the national identification number. Dr. Isa Fantami said the decision to continue registering new lines was made after President Muhammadu Buhari's approval for the new registration system developed by his ministry. The amendment to the system was finalized in accordance with the President's order, where the use of the NIN code was required to register the new line. And on business, the National Bureau of Statistics says food price has again pushed Nigeria's inflation to 18.17% in March 2021. It would be recalled that the Nigerian's inflation had risen from 15.75% to 16.47% and 17.33% in December, January, and February, respectively. The National Bureau of Statistics said in its report released Thursday that food inflation rose by 22.95% in March compared to the 21.29% recorded in February and the 20.57% witnessed in January. Thursday inflation figures was the highest since the 17.78% recorded in February 2017. The National Bureau of Statistics said the composite food index rose by 22.95% in March 2021 compared to 21.79% in February 2021. And on the international scene, Buckingham Palace has released the 30 people who will make up the congregation at the Duke of Edinburgh's funeral service on Saturday. Prince Philip, who died last Friday at the age of 99, is being laid to rest on Saturday at 3 p.m. at St. George's Cable in Windsor, west of London. Arrangements for the funeral have been in the works for many years, but the memorial service has had to be scaled back in light of the pandemic. the congregation of mourners will only consist of close families and friends of the beloved patriarch. However, the remembrance will retain the colorful tradition of the royal funeral and are in reflection of the Duke's military affiliations and personal elements of His Royal Highness' life. And on sports, Governor Ifeanyi Okowa of Delta State has congratulated the state's contingent to the just concluded 20th National Sport Festival in Edo for emerging an overall winner at the Games. In a statement by his Chief Press Secretary, Olisa Ifejika, the governor commended that contingent of its outstanding performance and for sustaining the state's winning streak at the sports fiesta. According to him, Team Delta has again brought honor to the state by winning the competition for the 6th consecutive time. The statement said, on behalf of the government and people of Delta, the governor congratulates members of the victorious Team Delta for once again bringing honor to the state. That has been the news from Standard Voice Television. To end the news, a quick look at the major headlines. Zamfara State Police arrest medical doctor, 7 other persons in connection with banditry. Governors call for review of Nigeria's security challenges. President Buhari returns to Abuja after a medical checkup in London. And on business, food prices push Nigerians' inflation to 18.17%. And in the international scene, Buckingham Palace announces guest list for Philip's funeral. And in sports, Governor Okowa congratulates victorious Team Delta. That's the news. On behalf of the production crew, Head of News and Current Affairs Ibrahim Galbatano, I'm Jose Ibrahim. Thanks for watching and do have a nice day.